Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back with another video, and we have Maya today. She was one of the first clips I ever did on my 600-pound life that you guys really liked. I think I titled it Psycho Girlfriend because that clip didn't really paint her in the best light. But a lot of you, I think, said in the comments, no, you have to see the full context. He's kind of nasty to her before any of that even happens. Because the clip I saw, she was crying like a little baby, just acting like everything was his fault, and it was super toxic, I would have to say. She really was kind of nasty to him, and he pieced the hell out. He's like, deuces, I'm up out of here. Better luck next time, gamer. Like, he was out of there. So, I definitely want to see the full context and what was going on there. So, let's get into this one right after our sponsor. Huge shout out to Ewin Racing Chairs. They're a super awesome chair company that's just comfortable and reliable, and I don't think you could break this thing even if you were 600 pounds. And trust me, I'm somebody who knows chairs because I broke them before. But Ewin Racing has a super comfortable cooling chair that you're not going to sweat in. The arms are adjustable, so if you're a wide boy, you can get them a little wider, and a solid steel frame, and they're just super comfortable, especially compared to my old chair. So if you guys want to use code Sean and check out the link in the description, you can get 20% off. Alright, back to Maya.
I hate you. I hate you for doing this to me, Christian.
Bro. Let's have a little accountability. Oh man, I've heard Portland's turned into a hellhole recently. Like, I've known a few people that have lived out there, but I've heard that their homeless thing is just wild out there. Damn! We just start off with our pants around our ankles? Damn. That's a nice way to wake up in the morning, fellas. Oh, those aren't pants, they're socks.
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I thank God that my body didn't give out during the night. Because my health is so bad now, I never know when my body's gonna hit its limit. And it's only getting worse. And there are a lot of days where I don't even think I can push myself to shower.
Bro, my 600-pound life loves getting y'all naked in the shower. It's crazy, but I've been told they pay like between $1,500 and $4,000 to see y'all yitties in the shower or your dangly bits, so I don't know. I don't think I could give up my dignity for that amount of money. It just don't seem like enough.
But I know how important it is for me to keep my body clean. Because at my size, there's a very high risk of infection because of all of my fat rubbing against itself.
Heat rashes suck.
So it's
Also, she's tall as hell. Look at that. So she's going to be more proportionate than other people, and her BMI is going to be lower, which is kind of a good thing, but I was also blessed with that, so my BMI only got up to 73.8.
hard as it is to do this, I just have to. But I can only stand for around 10 minutes before it gets to be too much for me.
Sounds about right.
If I were to slip and fall in the bathtub, I could easily break bones and then I would not be able to get out of the bathroom.
You see the way her leg's swollen? Mine used to do the same thing. Get discolored like that. It hasn't done that in something like a year, but that's so uncomfortable. It feels like your skin literally needs to pop. It hurts like hell. So I know that her ankles and all are going through it right now.
By the time I'm done, it's like I've done, a 25 minute workout. I'm so wiped out at this point that once I get my underwear on, I have to have my boyfriend Christian, who lives with me, help me with my socks and pants.
I've definitely gasped for air putting my socks on a couple times. It's pathetic, but it's hard to get down there when you're that big. And plus, she's tall, so she's not going to be able to reach her feet anyway, and they're swollen.
It's embarrassing to have to even ask.
You put your belly in your underwear?
Christian?
Yeah.
Will you please come help me? Sorry. Thanks, honey. Soon, I'm gonna get so...
Why the hell is she wearing jeans? Fat people at 600 pounds don't wear jeans. We're strictly sweatpants. I don't think I wore anything but sweatpants for like 3 years. And Christian, already coming in there, I can pretty much tell. He's not a big fan of the camera crew. He's not trying to shoot any films in that bedroom. But maybe if it was just you two.
so big, I'm gonna be bedridden. And I know the only way to prevent that is to stop eating like I do. But food is something I constantly crave. And I'm ashamed about how much I eat.
Stripes? What the hell are you doing? Fat people don't do stripes. You're gonna look like friggin' Where's Waldo?
With Christian, he doesn't know when I go to get food because I get dressed to go out and I tell him it's for errands.
Yeah, sure. You sneak right past him.
But it's a lie because the only thing I'm going to do is eat.
I'll be back soon.
All right.
Food fulfills me in a way I can't even describe. There's nothing.
Bro, she's pretty damn mobile for her size. I think she put me to shame at my heaviest. Cause steps, I had to go super slow down. My knees hurt like hell. She's going 1, 1, 1. She's pretty lucky that she's got that kind of mobility, which tells me that she hasn't totally given up yet. She's still like going out and getting mobile. She's not just laying at home, because that can deteriorate like very quickly.
In my life that can even come close to matching it. And I'm worried about what Christian would think of me if he knew how much I actually ate. So I just try to hide it and go out on my own.
Bro, why did you get such a small SUV? The Kia Soul's a crazy choice at that size. All I can picture is the little hamsters jamming down the street in that thing. Every day I'm shuffling like that. That was the commercial, right? The hamsters?
I'll go to 2, 3, 4 places. But the first meal is always the most important one because I always get what I'm craving first.
Can I get 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage muffin with egg?
Bro, if she's going to like 3 or 4 of them suckers, I can't imagine how much money she's spending. Because I was strictly a value menu boy. I'd go to Taco Bell. You can get like 5 burritos for $6 if you buy the right stuff.
31 for soda, thank you.
Thank you.
There's no words for that feeling when you taste something you love. It's incredible. But it feels like that meal is gone in a second.
If you engulf it, it is. Like, take some time to chew. Also, what was with that tongue flick thing she was doing? Do you guys eat like that? Like, what?
So I move on to the next things I'm craving.
Can I get a beef and cheddar sandwich, jalapeno roast beef slider, and your ultimate BLT sandwich?
We'll be happy to help you out if you want to.
Thank you.
No friggin' wonder she's more mobile. She's on a damn marathon of fast food.
Thank you. You too.
My life completely revolves around food. When I'm going to get it, how I'm going to get it, how much I'm going to get, it never stops. And it's been that way for so long now, because food has been the only reliable constant in my life.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of psychopath gets like chicken salad or whatever at Arby's. Not me, but I don't know. Maybe it's alright. It just seems like a weird choice for fast food. I wouldn't trust it.
I've never known a life other than being overweight. And that's because food has always been a very important part of my life. My parents moved from Serbia when my mom was
Her dad looks like Hugh Hefner. Kinda? No, he's a little fatter than Hugh Hefner.
pregnant with me, and I was born here. But a big part of Serbian culture is food.
In our culture, basically, to show love is to have a lot of food on hand. And if a child wanted to eat, you gave them a piece
Pretty
of food or a
eyes.
piece of meat or a piece of sausage.
So I always had something to eat. And my favorite times were when we had these large family feasts with all my relatives. I loved the food and being around all my...
Bro, you gave that little kid 2 whole damn cakes? No wonder she got to 600 friggin' pounds. You give me that kind of options, I would've too. Well, I did. I don't think I had cakes, though. Hell of a lot of Little Debbie's, though.
family, because I didn't get a chance to see many of them a lot, especially my mom. My mom and my dad got divorced when I was 2. And because my mom had to raise me, she started having to work a lot. And she wasn't able to be home much. So I had to stay with either my grandparents or my Aunt Margaret.
Being a single mom, I had to get 2 jobs in order to survive. That's when my mom and my whole family, jumped in and helped me out with raising Maya.
If you're a single parent, man, hats off to you, because I don't know how you're able to do all that parenting and all that intensive, caring for the child and also work 2 jobs. Like, I can't imagine how hard that is.
So it was a lot for my mom. And she would be drained from working 2 jobs and not having enough money. And when I would go spend time with her, it was never as enjoyable as it was with my aunt and my grandparents. And I would tell her being with her just wasn't fun at all. So there started being this rift in our relationship. And she was angry a lot of the time with her situation. I never felt truly loved by my mom. And that hurt. It hurt a lot. And when I ate, I forgot about how I felt with my mom. So I started eating a lot.
Okay, so she's a comfort eater. She's someone who finds comfort in food because things are hard in your life. Newsflash, something's always going to be hard in your life. I know as a child that probably was your easiest option. But as you got older, you should have addressed that and probably worked towards it. Somebody who didn't give a damn himself, I obviously wish I would have addressed it earlier, so...
And by the time I was 5, I was already over 100 pounds. But that weight gain made my relationship with my mom even worse. Because she started criticizing me a lot. And she would call me names and say, "You're too fat, you're too big, you can't have that." And then it was like punishment to me.
I don't think my mom ever did that unless she was really pissed off. Then she'd say, get your big ass back here, and she would whoop my big ass.
So all of that just ended up having the opposite effect on me, and I kept eating even more.
As long as Maya's been overweight, Anna's always, you're overweight, you need to lose weight, you need to do something about it. The way she encouraged her wasn't helpful. It just shut her down. It just made her more embarrassed and more self-conscious of herself.
Unfortunately, my dad was almost as bad as my mom when it came to his disappointment about my weight and making that known.
I mean, I think there's kind of a delicate line you have to tread on with kids when it comes to addressing weight issues. You obviously can't just put your child on a diet and you not diet, because then they're going to feel like they're getting some kind of slighted. So as someone, I don't have kids, so I don't really know how I would ever address that. I just know I don't want my child to be overweight.
My dad remarried and they proceeded to have 2 children together. And they were the ideal family. They all were thin and beautiful and perfect, but they never included me in a single family photo.
Oh, that's trash. Why would they do that? You're gonna like single out a kid that already feels like they're alone? I totally understand why she turned to food for comfort, because nobody else was giving her what she needed at that age. Now I guess I understand why I should have watched like the whole backstory.
So I knew what that meant. My father was embarrassed by me, but I didn't have to deal with that for too long. Because he got sick of having to drive 3 hours to pick me up for my weekends with him. So he decided he wasn't doing it anymore. So my father stopped being a big part of my life then.
Side note, I had that same Easter basket.
But I just took all that pain and kept going to food to help me forget it. And with all that I was gaining, I almost doubled in size over the next few years. And I was over 175 pounds by the time I was 8. Eventually, when I was 10, my mom got remarried too. And my stepdad, Zach, would try to make things a little better and intervene. But it couldn't help take away the rejection I still felt from my parents. Food was the only...
Careful, like ground you have to tread on with that. Because he's the new guy in the picture who's going to assume the father roles because her dad's a deadbeat. So, I mean, he can't be too pushy about it because it could just backfire and go the other way.
Anything that even remotely helped me feel better. So I kept getting bigger, and by the time I was 14 and started high school, I was approaching 300. But when I was in high school is when things got even worse with my mother, because the bigger I got, the more she made me feel like I was just this disgusting thing that repulsed her. So I just kept eating to try and block it all out. And by the time I graduate high school, I was over 400 at that point. But I was still...
This girl was let down by her whole family. Like, at some point you're going to have to take accountability, but it seems like everybody let her down along the way. It's kind of sad.
Able to stay active. I moved out of my mom's house, so I had to start providing for myself and get a job. But for the next 4 to 5 years, I mostly worked at places where I was always around food, like at a fast food place. So I just kept eating and putting on weight and hit 500 when I was 24.
Bruh, if I would have worked at like a McDonald's or something, I would have ate my damn salary. You put me back there with the fries, man, I'm gonna go to friggin' town.
But I still managed to work and provide for myself. And I even started dating for the first time in my life. I was in my first relationship with a man, and we fell in love. And after 2 years, we decided that we were going to get married, and it was the happiest time of my life.
Is she already divorced?
But as we were preparing for the wedding, my weight became an issue in a lot of ways. First, I was too big for a wedding dress. But then I learned...
Could have told you that. I mean, you'd have to get it specialty made at that size. But you have to get a lot of clothes, like, at special order places when you're that big.
I was probably never going to be able to have kids as long as I was as big as I was. When the doctors told me that, it was very disheartening because I couldn't have the family that I wanted to have. After being engaged for 4 years, my fiance decided not having kids was too much.
4 years? He wasn't that interested in getting married then. That was probably a shut up ring. Like, hey, shut up about it. Here's your ring. We'll do it sometime in the next decade. That's probably not the right way to go about it. I'd say 2 years max.
And he moved on. So my relationship ended because of my weight. And it didn't help much. I was still gaining and getting even bigger. I was 29 then, and over 550 pounds, so my health was worse than ever. The only good thing that happened to me around that time in my life is that my mom and I started to get a little closer. She had had a stroke, and I think for her, that had changed her perspective on things.
Those life or death situations like that will bring you right back to like realizing how important certain things are. So it's almost a blessing, even though it's such a negative thing.
So it ended up opening a door for us to form a relationship, and we still spend time together.
That's good.
But other than that, nothing else was going even remotely right for me then. But I still kept trying to have a normal life. So I tried to get back out there, and I got on a dating website, and that's when I met Christian, who's been the best relationship I've ever had with anyone. And we've been together for almost 3 years now.
When I met
Christian looks like a day trader.
Maja, first thing I noticed is that she's very kind, easy to talk to. I don't judge her on her size, I judge her on her personality and mentality.
Shortly after we started dating, he offered for me to move in with him. So I did. And my relationship with him has been great. My weight never bothered him.
Alright, Christian likes a little cushion for the pushing. He's into the big girls. Or else he wouldn't have probably chose her? I know personality, yada yada, but obviously there's some physical attraction.
He says it's not a big deal to him, but sometimes I feel like it is. Since I've been with him, my health has just gotten worse and worse.
He's gotten fatter too.
Awful. Because it seems like Christian immediately had to become my caretaker in a number of ways. I just can't do a lot. It's hard. He really wants children, and I can't give him children because of my size and weight.
Well, it's a good thing that that's something that you have control over. So I see why she's going for the surgery. But, like, your weight is going to, like, seriously hinder your ability to have kids. I want kids, so I know that. Like, it was even affecting me as a guy. Like, it makes your swimmers less swimmy.
At this point, I'm not sure what I weigh. I hope I'm still in the lower 600s. But I know I've still been gaining. Because I'm still eating worse than ever. So I have to find a way to lose weight. And it's the only way for Christian and I to have any chance at a future together. My dream for Christian and I is for me to lose this weight so we can have children, so we have the opportunity to provide a life that is full of love and happiness and truth, that they don't have to worry about not appreciated and loved for their little bodies.
I think she's just carrying so much damage from her childhood that she wants to show that love to another kid because she's already like breaking down just thinking about it. And I know that's probably very hard on a woman hearing that you can't have kids, but I think that's a lot of just trauma from her past coming up.
But I'm not even living at this point. I know I'm getting to my breaking point, and that Christian is too.
Bro, didn't you say that he doesn't know you're going out to get food? You came back with a damn McDonald's bag. He knows you're the Hamburglar. Like, he caught you.
It just seems like we're fighting a lot more now lately, and I feel like he's getting more and more distant because there's no intimacy in our relationship.
Uh-oh, Raggy.
And the thought of losing him scares me.
Hey, he's put on a cool 40 himself, don't get me wrong. He's eaten some of your scraps at least, but he's put on a little bit of weight.
Hi.
Yeah? How are you?
I'm tired. Want to take a break with me on the couch?
Yeah. I want to have a future with Maja. I want to have children, I want to have a family, but if the weight gets too much and she died in her sleep or had a stroke or heart attack, it'd be devastating to me.
You want to take a break with me on the couch? Sits as far away from her as he can. His body language is just, I'm looking for an exit plan already.
You want to eat?
I got a snack on my way home. Maybe we
No
can
kid.
go get ice cream later.
All right.
We know I have to do something now before it gets to be a very bad place for us. So Christian decided to reach out to Dr. Now in Houston for me because he's one of the only doctors willing to do weight loss surgery on people my size.
Hey, cool. I mean, he reached out for her. My girl's the one that called for me because I wasn't all the way checked in yet. So if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have even got the surgery. I was just done. Like, I had totally given up. Which is why I feel like I just keep telling people, like, don't give up on yourself, because I had at one point too.
Dr. Now may be my only hope to get any sort of help to try and get my weight under control and save my life before it's too late.
Also, ice cream, you're trying to lose weight.
Christian and I are headed to Houston today, but we're both really nervous about this whole trip. So we've been fighting for most of the morning. Oh my gosh, my leg is so swollen right now, Christian. Do you think they have like urgent care and stuff down there I can go to?
Maybe.
No, they have those everywhere. It seems like she kind of just is looking for a fight while he's sitting there playing friggin' Raid Shadow Legends. Like, he don't give a damn.
I'll take a look online to see if it's a third world country.
I'm getting really stressed out, Christian. I don't need your attitude.
I don't give a.
I don't feel like he's even trying to understand how high my anxiety is.
Yeah, sure. But if you don't stop riding him like that about everything, he's gonna try to ride your sister or your cousin or something. So just get off his back a little bit.
My mind is just racing about all the things that could go wrong. Oh, you know one thing I'm worried about? Those damn bed bugs. One of my friends recently went on a trip, and when she came back, she had them. Normal people.
You know something psycho about bed bugs is they can get in like the groove of your shoes if you walk into some place that has them, and you can bring them home. Like the eggs will. It's so sick.
People can get them.
Well, if we find any, I'll call the FBI.
Christian, stop. I don't feel like he's taking any of this seriously at all. I'm just trying to keep as calm as I can and work up the courage to do this.
Also, the funniest thing I ever saw is when my uncle got crabs and he took a thing of like Raid and sprayed them, and he started rolling around screaming because it was burning his thing.
So a little help would go a long way right now.
I have that
I
conditioner.
need my phone, please.
Where's your phone?
In my purse. I need to check my flight.
Where's your purse?
Christian? Really?
I don't know where
Get
your
off
purse-
your phone.
I don't know where your purse
Be a
is.
part of this.
Where the is your purse? Your
It's
purse
right
is
next to you. I left it right next to you.
Your purse is not right here. Here.
What the hell was that? She just turned into like the friggin' Hulk for a second. If I'm Christian, deuces. Better luck next time.
I really wish Christian would take this more seriously. Come pick it up. I just hope.
I mean, I don't think bossing the guy around is exactly the way to get the baby gravy. I don't think he's gonna go for that. So,
That Christian starts to give a little more support. Because if he doesn't, then my fear is that this trip to Houston could be too much for me, either physically or emotionally. And I'm so close to not being able to take it.
they flew? Nobody flies on this damn show. Everybody's road tripping that big. Because you can't exactly buy the whole row. Well, I guess they did on this one.
So far, this trip has been absolutely miserable. I've been on this plane for almost 4 hours, and I'm in a lot of pain. Walking through the whole airport took almost all my energy, and I haven't been able to relax or get any rest on the plane because of how cramped and uncomfortable this is.
You know the crazy thing about that is you'll actually be scared to walk into a store because you'll be like, what if I can't walk all the way back out? What if I'm too exhausted to get back out? I probably was down like 175 pounds before that thought got out of my head.
I just hope we land soon, and it doesn't take too long to get off. Christian had to sit in the back because we couldn't get seats together, and I have to have his help.
Happiest seating arrangement he
So
ever
I
got.
don't know how long I'm gonna have to wait for him, and I just want this to be over. I have to find a place I can sit where I can rest comfortably for a minute. My hip is in so much pain, and I'm not going to be able to make it if I can't.
How far is baggage claim? Hey.
That's why I'm shocked she's wearing jeans, because traveling alone's uncomfortable, but also all that rubbage and stuff, she's going to end up with a heat rash from that. Just from like sitting there and her thighs rubbing together, like, and that stuff stinks and it hurts.
I just don't want to walk forever.
People
He's
are
so
just
done.
everywhere. I feel like a spectacle right now. And it's only going to get worse if I end up on the ground.
All right. I'm getting irritated, Christian.
I don't know what to say.
My hip hurts really bad.
Right? You were sitting on a flight for a long time.
What the hell do you want him to do? Carry you? Like, that's not going to happen. Not everything is this guy's fault. Like, she's mad at him. He's checked out. Like, he has turned on his, like, blinders and his deafeners, and he ain't even listening to you half the time anymore at this point.
If you need to sit down, let's sit down.
Just give me a second.
I saw a cameraman.
Chairs don't move.
Holy they don't.
I found one. It's small, but I don't care.
Oh, my hip. That hurts so bad.
Bro, at least she can sit in one of those, because I sat in a wood one at the imaging, and that damn arm of that chair snapped, and it sounded like a gunshot. I swear to God, some lady in the corner, like, ducked for cover when that thing went off.
Let's take a break.
I hurt. I'm hurting. My legs hurt. They're so swollen. And my hip is out.
Just take a minute.
This is upsetting me that I'm not being able to do what I want to do. Like, just walk to the damn thing and get my stuff and go on with my life.
That's a
You heard her, buddy. Time to pop that hip back in, because you're a freaking doctor.
big airport, Maya. It's somewhere new, it's big. It's a lot.
That's what she said.
All right.
All this activity is more than I've had in years, so it's a lot for my body. I just need to get this over with, and once I get to the hotel and have a bed, I can finally lay down and rest.
Looks like we gotta go downstairs.
The look when you just die inside when you see stairs, but I'm shocked that she's able to walk through that whole airport. Because I guarantee that place is huge in Houston. So that's a lot of friggin' walking. I'm surprised she didn't just ask for a wheelchair and get rolled through it. So she's got heart. She just likes to complain.
This is so much more walking than I even realized I was gonna have to do. And how far everything is really frustrating because I called both the airports before I left and asked them about how far everything was and how much walking there was.
So, and I'm upset right now because my legs hurt and the lady lied to me about how far it was because I would have made other arrangements for me to get here if I knew how far it was. I understand that I'm a big person, but it doesn't give people the right to lie to me.
Talk about blaming everyone else for what you've done to yourself. Like, obviously, we understand that, or at least most of us do, that we've ate that much and got ourselves to this point, and now it's our time to do something about it. But she just wants to blame everyone else for everything in her life. There's no accountability at all.
I need to go get a car.
I just need to get all this over with. If I could just make it to get the car, it should be easier from there.
That's the bus, babe. Right there. Oh!
And thankfully, there's a bus to take us to the rental car place.
I got a ramp I can put down if that would be easier.
Does the bus go down?
Yeah, I got a ramp I can put down.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
As far as it goes down.
Okay.
Does the bus go down? Yeah, this puppy turns into a lowrider.
So I'm hoping I only need to push myself a little further. And this whole experience and trip will be over for today. But it's hard to describe just how much pain I'm in.
I know it hurts.
It says go in and go down the stairs. Yeah. Good, how are you?
Reservation today?
Yeah, I have one. Radonovich?
For a large SUV.
I can't believe this. They don't have the right car reserved for us.
Oh shit. I'd pay good money to see her try to get into a Kia Rio. Oh, this is gonna get good.
This is completely ridiculous. I literally cannot believe how much wrong information has been given to me about today and how so many people can screw up. We had a large SUV reserved, and they say all they can give us is a regular sized car.
Do you guys think that My 600 Pound Life producers called them like behind the scenes and were like, cancel the SUV, give them a little ass car? Like, because that would just make good television, right?
But it's not an issue about what I want. I may not even be able to fit if it's too small.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Are you gonna fit?
Oh, Christian. No.
I did that once. I tried to get into a car, didn't fit. My stomach and me were wedged in the steering wheel, and it was like the most pathetic I've ever felt. So I feel for her, but what the hell do you want somebody to do? Like, the car's as big as it's gonna get. Why is she not getting in the passenger side where there's no steering wheel? Does Christian not have a license?
I can't get up.
Okay, hold on. Don't stress. Worst thing you can do is freak out.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Please.
Come on.
Hang on. Hang on. Hang on.
You gotta look out for them washers, dryers, and cars, man. Them things are dangerous. I see people get stuck in them all the time. At least you're stuck in not a, like, compromised position. Usually they're stuck, like, I'm not gonna explain it.
Help me.
What?
Just, yeah, please. Oh, I can't. Hang on.
You gotta stand, lady.
I can't. I have to go down. I can't. Let go.
Okay.
My leg got stuck.
This is everything I feared. If I can't get up, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna call EMTs and one of them's gonna hurt their back trying to pick you up. That's what's gonna happen. I never had to, like, ask for help getting up, but I definitely almost thought I wasn't gonna be able to 1 or 2 times. After arriving at Houston Airport, Maya and Christian checked in for the rental car, received a wrong vehicle. In an attempt to fit into the car, Maya has fallen. Gotta watch out for that stuck.
My leg got stuck. How am I gonna get up?
Use the
Your
car.
legs?
I'm so scared right now, but I don't want to have to call for help and have to get the fire department here.
That's right.
So I just hope I can
Get to your knees first, and then you push up and you walk your hands up the car. Sometimes it'd be like that.
get up.
Christian! Christian! Grab my cheeks,
What
Christian!
do you need?
Please. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
She enjoyed that a little bit.
Okay.
Why are you crying?
Because that was really hard and embarrassing. You don't know how embarrassing that was.
I'm sorry.
I need to go in there and make a scene.
Look, super embarrassing, but you're there for a reason. You're there to get the surgery to, like, try to take your life back. So at least you're on the right path. Just look at it that way. Like, you're not going to have to keep having these embarrassing experiences because you're, like, working on yourself. And hopefully you're doing the right thing. I haven't seen her eat a bunch of junk, like, on the way, but I guess she was in a plane.
Don't make a scene.
This isn't acceptable at all for them to do this to me. I have to have something I can fit in, or we're gonna have a big problem. I'm already completely worn out, and if I have to do this much longer, I'm gonna pass out. This has turned out to be the worst day ever, and I just want it to be over with now.
That is the wrong kind of car. I rented a large SUV because I need something large.
We need something bigger. Bigger? Seat-wise. Like a Jeep?
You guys need to get us something else.
No reason to cry.
I'm upset. You don't understand what just happened to me.
Oh, I gotta use the restroom. Just hang out for a second, okay?
No.
What do you want Buddy to do? Stand there and pee himself? Like, I understand that you're upset, and he's your support system, but from what I've seen, he's not interested in being your support system. You probably would have been better off alone. A lot of people feel like they need someone there for this type of journey. You don't. You need to believe in yourself and just find that, like, that inside of you that wants to change. You don't need him. I think you're leaning on him because you've had, like, a messed up childhood and all. But he's not going to be that guy for you. I just can tell that he's not interested.
No, you don't understand what happened. Like, I went to get in and I got stuck and then I fell out on the floor. I'm so hurt right now.
Okay, we have something for you.
Bruh, if they had another car, the producers absolutely did this. They were like, this will make great television. Give her ass the smallest thing we got. And the Impala is a pretty big car.
Right this way.
I'm in so much pain. My legs are so swollen, and I'm really worried that my lymphedema will swell even more.
I feel like my jeans are about to rip off because they're so tight on my legs. I'm scared about my legs, and I just don't want to get another infection and end up in the hospital.
Bruh, nut up, Buttercup. Like, come on. You can't cry over everything. I mean, life's tough. Get used to it. Are you gonna crumble? Or, like, pressure bursts pipes, but pressure also makes diamonds. So which one are you?
Seat-wise.
So scared.
That's
Just pray to God
supportive.
that this works.
This has been one of the most horrible experiences of my life, and I just want it to be over.
Bruh, if they had a damn, like, Explorer the whole time, or what is that? Is that a Chevy? I can't really see. But they had a big-ass SUV. They just wanted to get a little laugh in for sure. They're like, hee hee, look at the fat person stuck in the car. Like, somebody did that on purpose. That's a Tahoe, right? No, it's a Ford.
I just want to get to the hotel now. I don't even care about eating, even though I've hardly had anything all day. I need to have somewhere where I can lie down and elevate my legs so I can try to get the swelling to go down. When I put too much pressure on my lymphedema, it can make it flare up and swell a lot.
In my experience, once your leg starts to swell, there's no stopping it. Elevated or not, it's going to do what it does until you can lay down for a couple of days and like literally pee every 30 minutes till it goes away.
And if that happens and the skin starts to crack at all, or if I even get a small cut, it can get an infection that can be really bad for me. And the last thing I need right now to end this trip is to end up in the hospital for months. That would be just the perfect crappy ending to the worst trip of my life.
Oh, my hips are just grinding.
That's what she said.
Don't worry, we're almost there.
Thank God we're here. If I can just get some rest and recover some, tomorrow will hopefully make this all worth it.
There you go, Christian. Welcome to the Boom Boom Room. That's what it says when I stream to my bedroom TV. The Boom Boom Room. So I always say that.
It's very frustrating to see Maya struggle. Makes me feel really bad. But I'm happy that Maya's taking the steps and gonna go see Dr. Now tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to meeting Dr. Now tomorrow. I need this opportunity. I can't falter on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right attitude.
I just hope I can get the help I need to save my life.
Alright, Christian, take her to Pound Town, buddy. Get that hip back in.
Christian and I are headed to see Dr. Now for my first appointment. After resting some, I'm feeling a little better, but not a lot to be honest. My lymphedema is still a little swollen, so I'm nervous that my swelling is gonna make my way in higher today with all the fluid I'm retaining in it. So I just hope.
It definitely will, but it doesn't look any bigger than it did at the start, so that sounds like another excuse. It looks the same, because that sucker, you can gain 30 pounds of water in your leg. Trust me, I've friggin' done it. It's crazy. It hurts.
Hope Dr. Now takes me on as a patient and thinks I'm someone he can help. But there's always that fear that he could find something that means he can't help me.
Still no smile, but is she pregnant in this one? Because her belly's popping out. Does she have a kid?
I'm also nervous to find out how much I weigh. It's been years since I've been on a scale and I know I'm at least in the 600s.
She's definitely
I'm just
pregnant.
hoping it's not a lot more than that.
Oh, shit. How is she still that mobile at that size? She's putting me to shame. This lady's got a lot of heart. She just complains a lot. Because she hasn't let herself be totally defeated. Most people wouldn't even be walking around almost at 700 pounds.
It's really embarrassing to see a number like that and to know it's my actual weight.
Christian's sitting there like, holy shit, that's our Powerball numbers. That's a big ass number.
And to realize just how out of control I let my weight get. And how much further away I am from being where I need to be. So I feel awful right now and like such a failure. And I know I desperately need help. Because my body can't take it getting any worse.
Hello. I'm Dr. Nazardan. How you doing?
Look at that sexy piece of man meat right now. Dr. Now is Zaddy.
Good. I am Maya.
Nice to meet you.
Christian.
Nice to meet you. All right. So what brought you down to Houston?
You.
Me.
Fried chicken and waffles. What the hell do you think, Dr. Now? Plus, she's almost as tall as him sitting. That's crazy.
Okay, let's see what we can do for you. So you are 33 and you weigh 689.
Yes,
What is the highest weight you have been?
this weight.
This is it?
Yes.
Okay, then. How do you think you got to this weight?
Probably large portions and not exercising.
Okay, so you tell me that's it? Just large portions and limited activity?
I mean, that's kind of how it works. But here's the thing. Weight loss surgery will teach you, like, moderation. You could eat bad here and there, but just don't do it, like, as much as you used to. Like, once in a while, I might have, like, some fries, but it's going to be, like, a small fry, and I'm going to count that towards my daily calories.
Anything else?
No.
Okay, so what does your eating habit look like?
2 to 3 large meals a day.
And
That's
any
it?
snack in between?
No.
What do you drink?
Water, juice, coffee.
Oh, shut up. Like, okay, I get that you don't want to tell the truth. Us big boys and big girls can be very in denial. But he's here to help you. Lying to him is not the right, like, way to go.
So according to what you're telling me, you don't snack, you don't eat junk food, you don't really drink anything bad, you just overeat some, and somehow that got you up to being almost 700 pounds. Does that sound like it makes much sense to you? Because it's not making much sense to me. So part of the problem is that you're used to lying about your eating habits. But the scale doesn't lie, so you shouldn't either. This isn't going to work if you're not honest with me. Got it?
Okay.
How about Kristen?
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Dr. Now's there to help you. Like, come on, sweetie. Just tell the damn truth. There's no point in lying now. Camera crew's been following you around on your friggin', like, fast food marathon. Like,
He help you with eating habit, or he enabling you, or he's supporting your weight loss, or what?
Oh, he is 100% supportive of any weight loss.
So you're a closet eater then if he's not bringing you food, and you lie about what you eat. And that has to stop here today if you're truly ready to get help and change.
Okay.
So do you think you're capable of being honest about these things?
Absolutely.
All right then, no more lying. So if you do this, what is your goal?
I don't really have a physical number goal. I just want to be able to extend my life, my quality of life, and to be healthy.
Well,
that makes sense, but you have to have, like, that number goal, so you can work towards it, and you'll just take, like, the small victories along the way. Fitting into some old clothes, or, you know, being able to walk to your car, buckle your seatbelt, like, little things like that is what's going to keep you motivated and on the right path.
that is a good goal. I'm going to start you on 1,200 calorie a day, high protein, low carb diet. And give you a list of the food that you need to avoid. And the ones you likely sneak are no longer part of your diet. And I want you to lose at least 100 pounds over the next 2 months. You stick with the 1,200 calorie diet, you're going to lose that in no time.
She could lose it in a month. She's almost 700 pounds. It's literally going to melt off if she follows his program.
Think you can do that?
I'm going to do my best.
Okay. Well, you need to understand, if you don't do this, you're likely not going to live for more than 2 to 3 years at this point. So this is life and death for you.
Okay.
So if you're going to do your best, I suggest you try hard.
Okay.
Okay, you can do this, Maya, if you're really ready to change. If you don't want to change and you expect us to do all the work for you, never going to happen. That make sense to you? I hope so.
No, I'm ready to put in the work, Doctor, now.
Okay, well, that can be the important factor, okay?
I have a really good support system. Christian.
Really? He's a really good support system? Because you've nagged the hell out of him. Made it seem like I don't think any man could sit there and take that all the time and be supportive. Like, he'd have to have a heart of friggin' gold in order to deal with that and still be like, yes, queen, I'm supporting. No. It's not going to happen. No guy's going to let you just, like, verbally assault them over and over and be supportive.
He's the one who even thought about like having me contact you and reach out.
He
for
did
help.
call.
Well, that's great. Christian, make sure you support her how she needs. You got it?
I got a question.
Yeah.
What's the most weight you've seen someone lose on a 1,200 calorie in 1 month?
120 pounds.
Really? In 1 month?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow. Blown away
120
by that.
pounds.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And that almost sounds unbelievable. But if you're that high up, like you could, but you would have to be like perfect, eating like the lowest fat, lowest carb. Like that's impressive.
So 100 pounds in 2 months should be no problem for you, Maja. You can lose that.
Will there be a shock to her system? Like just immediately I'd say she just immediately goes on 1,200 calorie.
The system is pushed to the limit, and then we're going to take a load off of it.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I get it. Yeah.
It's
I
like
understand.
reversed.
Yeah.
So stick with this diet, Maja, and I'll see you both soon. All right? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All right.
I love Dr.
I'm really
Now.
hoping that Maja is as serious about her health as she claims. But I have a lot of concerns about that right now. She's clearly used to lying about what she eats. And if she intends to continue doing that and tries to lie to me again, then there'll be no point in her doing this program. But hopefully, she'll surprise me with her progress when she returns. But if Maja sets her mind to it, she's more than capable of hitting this goal and losing the weight she needs over the next 2 months.
I mean, she better, because Christian, he's gone. Like, you could tell from that guy's body language. He's like, all right, let's get her into the weight loss program so we can get her to Houston, and then I'm deuces. I'm out. Like, I'm going home. We're going back to Portland. Because this almost seems like a way to just push the eject button on her, honestly.
I'm hoping her boyfriend Christian is actually the support she claims he is. But he seemed a little detached and skeptical that Maja would be able to lose the weight she needs. So if she has someone at home who doesn't believe in her, it'll be a whole lot harder for her to do what she needs.
I feel numb right now because I want to do this and I'm willing to try. But my fear is that the goal is just too big and that I can't do it. So I feel doomed before I even start.
That's the problem. You'll beat yourself up mentally before you, like, get there. But you absolutely have to have some belief in yourself. If you don't, it's not going to be successful. You can absolutely change. You're absolutely worth the effort. And you just have to have that kind of strength inside of you. You don't have to worry about Christian. It's all coming from you.
No matter what I do or how hard I try, I'm just gonna end up eating myself to death.
Okay.
It's been a week since I had my first appointment with Dr. Now.
Turkey bacon, egg whites, she's trying. She'll have success if she's really eating like that. If she ain't smuggling any Twix bars or anything, we're good.
And for the first few days after I saw him, I was freaking out a bit, trying to wrap my head around the 100-pound weight loss goal he wants me to lose over the next 2 months. It just seemed impossible. But after wrestling with it a little bit, I decided I'm gonna work as hard as I can to lose as much as I'm able before my next appointment. So I'm eating healthy, but it's funny because even though these aren't meals that I'm embarrassed about, I'm still used to eating alone. And I'm wondering how hard it's gonna be to change that. So I'm planning to start having meals with Christian. But I think it's gonna take a little time for me to make that adjustment, because I can't make all the changes I need overnight. So I may be taking baby steps, but at least I'm...
There's a little fly in here I was trying to get. But yeah, eating alone, I don't know why she'd be so embarrassed to eat that meal. I understand if she's over there with the extra horsey sauce, the Arby's freaking triple meat, like quadruple bypass, like hiding that. But the fact she's hiding egg whites and turkey bacon is just kind of weird. But I guess she's just got that so ingrained in her head.
Moving in the right direction.
This damn thing. Nope.
Walking through the airport showed me just how out of shape I am. And that's definitely one thing I want to make sure I improve. So I'm gonna go start to do workouts at the gym with the group of ladies I know for a long time. So that's exciting, but also a little scary, because I don't want to push myself to my limit again. So I know I just need to be careful and...
Uh-oh, Planet Fitness, you better make sure that lunker alarm don't go off. I heard that thing goes off if you drop a friggin' pen on the floor. Like, that's crazy.
not overdo it right now.
Hello.
Back to the friggin' stripes. Like, what are you doing, lady? This is seriously like, where's Waldo? And that's not what you should be working out in anyway. Like, she doesn't have any kind of, like, gym gear that's more flexible.
Hi, good to see you. Thanks
too.
for coming. Thanks for coming.
Of course, of course.
Thanks for coming.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
So proud of you.
All right.
Let's
We'll
get
show
into
you.
it.
It's back here.
This is way outside my comfort zone. Not just to do something active like this, but to be doing it in public. I think it just goes to show how determined I am and how far I've already come.
One more, Maya. Let's do it. And 10. Good job. Good.
That was great.
This isn't as bad as I saw it in my head.
I mean, as much as she was worried about what people think about her, I'm surprised that she was that willing to go to the gym. I didn't even want to go to the gym. I still work at home with my friggin' prison gym at home. Like, I don't want to go there and deal with people. People suck sometimes.
It's encouraging to feel like I can do things like a normal person and to see my hard work paying off.
Yeah, I need to cool down. Like, my heart's really racing.
That's good.
Where should I sit? Yeah, because I'm feeling not so good.
Okay, let's go.
I need to sit down.
I feel really dizzy. I think I went too far because it feels like it was too much. I think I'm gonna pass out. This is really discouraging now. I was so optimistic.
Look, don't be discouraged. You tried something. You're still very much at the start of your journey, so if you beat yourself up at this point, you'll never get there. But even trying, like I said, it's way better than what I was doing at that time. Like, I was strictly just dieting. I wasn't working out at all.
And I'm scared I did something to myself because I'm having trouble breathing and my head is killing me. I just wanted to work my hardest because I only have a month left until I see Dr. Now again. And I'm really hoping I didn't seriously hurt myself today.
What do you mean? You walked.
Me and Christian are back in Houston for my follow-up with Dr. Now. And it's hard not to be extremely nervous right now, because so much depends on how this goes today and whether I succeeded or failed. But the hardest thing is that I have no idea how I've done these past 2 months.
I mean, they got a taxi this time, so the producers didn't at least screw them there and make them get to the Impala again. That's how they should have figured out if she lost weight. Got her another friggin' Chevy Impala and seen if she could fit. That would have been good TV.
I feel like I've worked as hard as I possibly could. I had some setbacks at times, but I've almost completely stuck to the diet. So whatever happens today, I can at least feel good about knowing I did my best.
Maja Radanovic?
At my last appointment, my weight was 689.
Okay.
And Dr. Now told me I had to lose 100 pounds over the next 2 months. So if I did
She does look like she's lost some weight. I'm gonna guess like 50, 60. I'm really bad at this, but that's just a guess.
that, I'll be at least down to 589 today. But it's been a long time since I've been in the 500s.
Holy shit. She killed it. That's way more than I thought. I told you I'm bad at that, though.
That's amazing. I'm in disbelief that I actually did it. I know it's not exactly 100 pounds, but losing that amount has to be enough for Dr. Now to see how committed I am.
Right. Don't beat yourself up because you didn't get exactly as far as he got. That's an impressive loss. Like, that takes a lot of work and dedication. I thought you were a pretty negative person, but the fact that you just came out the gate swinging, like most people kind of like teeter at the beginning, is really like admirable. I like that. You might be negative and treat Christian like a friggin' whipping dog, but you are putting in work, so I applaud you on that.
So I'm really excited right now.
Hello.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. All right, so today you are 596, huh?
Yes.
You lost 93 pounds. Not quite your goal, but not bad. And that amount still shows some dedication from you. Was that easy?
No, not at all. It was very hard.
Well, despite that, you stick to it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. With 100 pounds off you, can you tell any improvement in your breathing or walking or anything?
Yes, when I walked in the airport, I didn't stop this time.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely feel lighter on my feet. And
I mean, some of you probably have like an 8 or 9-year-old. I think that would be close to 100 pounds or so. Try just picking them up and carrying them everywhere and then see how far you could walk without that. It's a big friggin' difference. Like, just even the first 100, she's still big, but she should feel way better.
I feel like I have more stamina.
Okay, we're good. Since you lost that weight, we're going to prove you for weight loss surgery.
Sounds good.
But to do this program, you will need to move down to Houston for around a year. So are you ready and able to do that?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. So is he going to move with you to Houston?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He didn't sound very sure.
He's not excited.
Christian's thinking, oh shit, it's time to get the hell out of here. Press eject. Like, he's ready to get the hell up out of here. I think she's so gassed up about, okay, I'm getting the surgery, that maybe she didn't even think to talk to him about what that means for their life. So that's very much like a decision you should make together. I understand it's for her health, but I don't think he's that interested.
For the weather.
What's wrong with the weather?
It's very humid here.
And hot.
And hot.
To get used to heat. And we have air conditioning.
It's going to be a big adjustment for us.
Well, it's not forever, and this is to save your life. So I think the sooner you move, the sooner we get you started in the program. So once you both move down here, and as long as you keep making good progress, we will move ahead with your weight loss surgery.
I'm ready.
All right, that's great.
I'm ready to commit to everything, so.
Okay. Well, don't take a victory lap and start going back and eating unhealthy food again, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So many people do that. I had my surgery canceled from that. It's called Last Supper syndrome, where you just panic and start eating all the damn Cinnabons and cheesecake and everything. You gain back too much, this surgeon will cancel on you. But it happens more times than you would think. It's like a panic.
All right, great. Well, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. Thank you so much.
And you've done a great job in your weight loss.
Thank you. See you soon.
Okay. Maya's progress this past 2 months is a very pleasant surprise. But the fact she didn't quite make it to her goal means she still has some hesitation about giving up food like she needs. So psychotherapy is going to be very important to start with her soon after surgery. And I still have some concern about her boyfriend, Christian. I'm getting the impression that he thought Maya would fail, and he wasn't expecting her to make it to this point.
I definitely think he was expecting her to crash and burn. And when he saw that weight, like, his eyes got this friggin' big. Like, he was shocked to see that she lost that much. Because she's been a sneaky closet eater the whole time. She's been riding around getting the friggin' Baconator, Bacon Kings, all that. And pounding like 3 or 4 burgers before she comes home. So he did not expect her to succeed. And now he's like, oh shit, why did I call?
And if that turns out to be the case, then my situation and her move down may get more complicated. But hopefully there'll be no issues, and Maya will be able to stay on track.
This has all just blown my mind. But to be approved for weight loss surgery is incredible, and I can't wait for it. So all the hard work and pain has been worth it because I did it. I know moving down here is gonna take a lot, and it won't be easy to do.
I mean, let's not take a victory lap yet. Yes, you made some progress, but the problem with people, I think, is so many people start patting themselves on the back like, oh my god, I've lost this much, that they lose track of their goal. You just got to keep focused, keep working, all that. Like, it took me a long time to figure that out, but that's absolutely the right way to do it.
But I've been waiting my whole life for this. So I'm ready to do whatever it takes to get us down here. And the sooner we do, the sooner I can get surgery and start the whole new life I'm working towards. And I really can't wait. Christian and I have been working very hard to get everything in place to make the move to Houston. And we're finally heading there today. And right now, we're headed over to my grandma's so we can load some stuff up on top of the car. And then say goodbye to my grandma and my mom and head out. I'm worried.
Damn, what are you gonna load up that Kia Soul like the Beverly Hillbillies and drive to Houston? How the hell is that gonna carry anything? Where are they gonna put everything?
Seeing them right now is gonna make leaving even more emotional for me. My grandma, my aunt, and my mom have never been more than 10 or 15 minutes from me. So leaving them is a lot harder than I realized it was going to be. It's been stressful for me and for Christian too. We've been fighting a lot and that hasn't made it any easier either. So I'm just trying to hold it together. And I just want to get the whole move over with at this point.
Hi, honey. Hi, guys.
How are you?
Where's Christian? He's coming. There he is.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Christian.
Sit down. Sit down.
Well,
And what's going on?
we're out of the apartment.
Oh, thank God.
Christian, if you're ready to go,
Yeah.
okay, that's good. And
Got it all squared up, packed away, got the car packed. I had the stuff in storage. I have the roof racks.
Well, I wish you the best. Maya,
Okay, so stuff's in storage. They're obviously only traveling with what they can bring. Why didn't they get one of those little pod things to ship their stuff? Or maybe that's what she means by storage.
going to Houston is definitely going to be very difficult on all of us. It's going to be the first time our family is going to be apart, but I know she's going to get the help that she needs, so I'm very happy for her. Drive careful, you guys.
yeah,
Hey, I'm gonna open up the garage.
Okay.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
we gotta put the roof rack on now. And
It's in
put
the
our
garage,
stuff in.
yeah.
Okay.
So we'll take care of that. All right.
Go do your thing.
I never really know what to expect when I see my mom. Our relationship has gotten better over the years, and she's actually given Christian and me some money to make this move happen. So I'm thankful for
Okay, so mom's supportive. She's trying to help you. Maybe she feels some kind of guilt for not being there for you as a kid. But Christian, man, I've never seen somebody look less interested and less involved than I've seen him. Like, he just looks dead inside. Like, the guy's friggin' The Walking Dead.
her support. But I still never know if she's gonna say something to me to hurt my feelings. and we're just gonna end up fighting. And with how emotional I am, that would have been too much for me.
I remember we're doing straps too.
Honey, I don't think I want to stay till the end because then I'll be a blubbering fool.
We're almost done.
Honey, you still got stuff in the house, and it's gonna take a while, so I wanted to say my goodbyes now.
I cannot accept them right now. I am busy. I hate doing multiple things. I mean, I have to focus on this, and you're doing this now.
Yes,
I don't think she's very maternal, her mother. She's like, all right, I gotta go. Peace out. Deuces. Keep losing weight. Like, she doesn't seem very... But she did give her money. I guess that's her way of, like, trying to parent. Because she just doesn't have that kind of connection from when they were very little or anything.
doing it now because that way you're not gonna cry and you're gonna be okay and you're gonna get the best help. And I will see you in a few months and you're gonna be okay.
Nema,
Stop.
I can't do this right now, Mom.
Okay,
I
it's
really
all right.
can't.
I'm leaving. You...
Because I want you to, she can't leave. This is not the plan. We didn't plan this,
Maya,
Mom.
it doesn't, not
this
everything
is not
has
the
to be
time.
planned. Life
We're
is not
doing
planned.
this now.
Nemojte se svađati da vide komšije.
Life is not planned. Things
Mom,
happen.
Stop
You weren't
talking.
planned.
Just stop talking.
You know, this is why...
No, she did not just call her a oopsie baby. Oh my god. This mother is wild. My mom would be friggin' like jumping on the roof rack trying to come with me. Like, she wishes I was still a little kid and she could baby the hell out of me. This woman's like, alright, later, you were a mistake.
We have family fights. It's because of you. You won't change. You're the one making it tough.
No, you are. You're always saying that you have to work and it's about money.
Do
Mom,
you need
can't
money?
just wait 5 minutes for us to get this done?
Maya. No, I gotta go back to work. It's time to go to work, so you'll be okay. Be a big girl.
Okay.
You're gonna be my big girl. Okay.
Well, she's trying to be a littler girl, but yeah, if she's gotta go back to work, then I take back what I said about her not being maternal. Like, she's gotta work to give you money while you're in Houston.
Christian, it's an adventure that you're gonna be on.
Yep.
Thank you so much for taking care of Maya.
Yep.
Time to go to work. I got both jobs today.
All right.
So,
Still two
All right,
jobs?
bye, Mom.
bye, honey.
I should just know better at this point. This type of stuff just makes me feel like I did when I was a kid and ate to feel better. So this is the last thing I need.
We're all packed up.
Great.
We're all done.
Okay, if you're ready. Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye, Becca.
Okay. You're gonna be okay. I am sad because she's going.
Aww.
I don't know how she's gonna be there. But
She might be the most emotional person I've seen on the show so far. Because she's cried at least 12 times at this point. Like, it's almost losing its effect. She does it so much.
she needs to go.
I love you. Thank you
And
for
good luck.
everything.
And good luck.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Christian.
Bye, Becca.
This is so much harder than I realized it would be.
Bye.
Bye.
But I know this is the right choice because I can't keep going like this. Even
Now's your chance, Christian. Out the front door, taxi. You're out of there.
right now, with how I'm struggling, with wanting to go get something I shouldn't just to feel better, shows me how much I need to do this and how important it is I get surgery. This is my last chance to get help, and I have to take it.
He got in the car. You effed up, kid. That was your chance.
Christian and I have made it to Houston.
It took us 3 days to get here.
And to make that time driving 2,300 miles, I pretty much drove all day nonstop. So I'm really sore at this point, but I just wanted to get here as quickly as possible. But after this trip, I'm a little concerned because it was really hard to stick to my diet while traveling.
Oh, shit. She done got the double patty, the bacon, all the meats at Arby's. And she added, oh, man, she ate like shit the whole way. Is she not going to, like, lose any more weight? Because she definitely had Last Supper syndrome and thought, I'm just going to go to town. You could have got some damn salads or something, lady, or pre-packed some stuff. Don't make it about the road. Even though it is harder to eat healthy on the road.
And I ate a lot of fast food I shouldn't have.
Damn.
It was already getting harder, but the fight with my mom right before I left was not what I needed before doing something as stressful and scary as moving to a whole other city halfway across the country.
Yeah, you're right. Mom made you shove that quarter pounder down your throat. Like, that's just not how it works. But I could see Christian, like, being so done with her that he just is sitting there eating Cheetos the whole time. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to mess her up so I can go the hell back to Portland.
And to make it all even worse, me and Christian have been fighting a lot. The whole way down, practically. I don't think he's being very supportive, and he keeps making comments about every little thing. But right now, my plan is to get settled into our new apartment. We have a couch and bed being delivered, so we have places to rest. And we don't have a lot with us.
Some deliveries? All right.
But once I can rest and collect myself, I'm just gonna take 2 or 3 weeks to focus on the diet to make sure I can undo whatever progress I may have messed up recently.
You better. Dr. Now does not play that shit. He's like one of the most strict surgeons I've ever seen. And Christian, I don't think he's really there for the long haul. Like, this dude's so ready to be done. And she was doing so good. Damn. Like, I was like, oh, we're finally doing a successful one. And then she's like, oh, yeah, I had 3 double cheeseburgers for breakfast.
Then I'll call Dr. Now and let him know we're here, and I'm ready. I don't want to do anything to risk losing my surgery.
Nice bed.
So this way I'll be ready for the weigh-in and to show Dr. Now that I'm still working hard. I just hope I'm able to hold out and keep resisting all the temptation until then, because it's getting so hard.
Ooh. Oh, damn, that thing was creaking. Christian, go all in there and help her work off that quarter pounder, buddy. Time to get in some bedroom cardio. Favorite workout.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Christian and I are headed to see Dr. Now at his clinic. After struggling with the diet some, my plan was to try and work really hard for a few weeks to lose as much as I could. But it hasn't gone exactly as I hoped. It's just been a lot harder. Me and Christian have been fighting a lot. He's not happy here, and I don't understand why he can't focus on why we're doing this and support me like I need right now.
Duh, he's isolated with you, and you ride the man nonstop, and not in a good way.
But he finally told me the truth. He never thought I would make it this far, and we'd have to be down here for a year.
Shocker.
So he wants to move back, and I feel devastated because it's like he doesn't even care that this is my last chance. So when Dr. Now called to check on me, I told him we'd been struggling and I've had a hard time with the diet.
Oh, no.
So he said he needed to check my weight now.
Why did you tell on yourself? That old man don't play that lie. We know how to lie about what we eat. Jesus Christ, man. Why would you tell that? Christian, run the other way, because you're about to get in there and be isolated in the hellish waiting room. That's because Dr. Now is going to be coming at him. She's going to be, oh my God. This is a trap, buddy. Run! Jesus.
I'm so scared about getting on the scale and that I might have messed everything up.
Maja Radonovich?
Hey, I've never seen her.
At my last doctor's visit, I lost 93 pounds in 2 months to get down to 596. And when Dr. Now approved me for surgery, he just told me that I needed to keep making good progress, but he didn't give me a goal. So I really hope I've done that. But I am so scared to find out.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Dr. Now is going to rip you a new one, lady. Oh, man. I'm going to enjoy this.
At least it's a loss. But it's not anywhere near what I was doing. So I don't know if this is going to be enough for Dr. Now or not. But despite all I'm going through and the stress of everything, I've still made some progress. So I feel like this should be enough to show Dr. Now that I'm ready to get surgery.
Nope.
Hello.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. But Maya, you were concerned you weren't doing so well, and that your weight loss might have slipped because of how you have been struggling. And that looks to be exactly the case. You're down to 587 today. So in 1 month, you only lost 9 pounds. So you have gone right back to your old ways. So what happened?
It's just been a really hard time. Christian and I have been fighting a lot and getting down here.
Yeah. Christian this, Christian that. It falls on you at the end of the day, sweetie. That's all you. Like, you could sit there and beat that man with a Twix or like a friggin' Twizzler as much as you want. It ain't got nothing to do with what you did. This is your damn fault. Because you know... Like, you're acting like you've never seen the show before. Dr. Now, don't play that shit. Come on.
Driving was just really stressful, but I've been trying to eat as healthy as I can.
Well, I understand things are hard, but if you use that as an excuse to overeat, then you're never gonna lose weight because life gets hard. So as sympathetic as I am to that, it's still no excuse. So at this time, I'm canceling your weight loss surgery.
Tough times don't last. Tough people do. You could absolutely come back from this. Like, yes, you faltered. I'm shocked that she was doing so good out the gate. Most people do that. I effed up at the start too. So you could absolutely get on track. And I'm hoping she does. But this relationship ain't it. Like, Christian's done. You could just tell. You're not that interested anymore either. It's probably best if you went it alone. But you're also somebody that seems to need that kind of support system if I'm going to psychoanalyze you. So, like, just find your inner peace. Like, be happy with you. You don't need this dude. And he don't want you anyways. I can tell.
But if you want to show me that you're not going to make any more excuses and you're ready to work hard again, then I want you to lose 50 pounds over the next month.
Okay.
If you do that, I'll approve you again and we will move ahead. But at this point, with how you justify your lack of progress, you're no longer in a good place to do that. Got it? You're gonna keep working to change that?
Yes.
I hope so. And I hope you're getting all the support you need from Christian. How about it? Are you there for her, Christian?
He's here.
I'd rather hear from him.
He's dead inside. Look at him. He looks like somebody just kicked his dog. Damn, I ain't never seen somebody look that disinterested. When's the last time No, I can't ask that question, but Buddy's done. Like, you could just tell.
You don't want to answer my question, huh? All right, it looked like you both have a lot to figure out if you're gonna get back on track, Maya. And I suggest you two take this far more seriously because you are at the crossroads. And how you handle it all right now will determine the course of the rest of your life. Any questions? All right, I hope to see you both in a month. And 50 pounds lighter, Maya.
Okay. I mean, at least Christian went with the if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. But if it were me, I would have been like, yeah, this friggin' hussy, man, she sucks. She yells at me for everything. Dr. Now, send her back to Portland. Like, I feel like I would have gone a little harder right there. Or I wouldn't have even gone at all. Like, why sign up for that? I guess maybe he's in the contract too with the show. I don't know.
Okay.
If you need anything before then, let me know.
Thank you.
All right. I'm very disappointed that Maya fell back into her old habits and that she's back to using food to cope with her emotions so quickly. And after doing so well, it's clear she's struggling with a number of things right now. But
She's just staring at that ring on her, like, wedding finger. That's gotta be a promise ring. Because I guarantee Christian's calling this shit off.
I think the issues between her and Christian are what's affecting her the most. He's clearly not very engaged and seems to have no desire to be here with her right now. So the relationship is extremely strained. But as hard as that may be for her, Maya is going to have to make a choice. Whether she's going to do what she needs to continue moving forward, no matter what happens in her life. And how she chooses to respond will determine how she comes out on the other end of this.
Look, this is probably like the most important point. Because she's a very emotional eater. So this could absolutely destroy her, or she could like find her own strength and her own will and like move forward, because you don't need that guy. Like, of course, having a support system's great, but it's all on you at the end of the day.
I have to lose more weight now.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have
Duh.
a whole nother month of I have to do. This is your fault. Oh, you haven't lost that much. Yeah. Because of the stress of you treating me like this.
I don't think he's even saying anything. He's just sitting there. It's you. He didn't well, maybe he shoved something down your throat. I don't know. But I'm going to guess it's been a while since that happened.
I'm about to melt down. Doctor now asked you a simple question.
I've answered questions in the past. I could take a day off.
He said, F your SAT questions.
I hate you. I hate you for doing this to me, Christian. Why can't you just answer the questions? Oh, you're costing me my weight loss surgery and you're ruining everything!
Bro, how could anybody deal with that? You yell at me like that, I'm just gonna walk out. And if she like tries to chase him down, that's how like crazy stuff happens. If somebody walks away from an argument, let them walk. But
Damn it, Christian, stop! Stop!
he's not even talking.
I'll answer questions on another day, but I just
No.
I have the right to
No, you do not have the right when it comes to my life.
I plead the fifth. He don't want none of this. Oh my god. Christian's like straight savage mode. He's done with you, sweetie. Just call this like, alright, better luck next time. It didn't work out. Just split. It's done.
Mom, Christian's everything up at the doctor's office.
I'm gonna step out.
No, Mom.
See?
Mom, I don't know what to do. I don't know what.
He's trying to walk, and you turn into a damn offensive linebacker, or offensive lineman, I mean, and just start like blocking him, like, bop, bop. Come on, let the dude walk. You don't have to sit there and listen to you yell to your mommy, who's gonna say, "All right, sorry, I'm on lunch break, time to go back to work." Like, she don't care either. Your mom's checked out too, but it's just the like emotional maturity of her is like so little. I don't know if that's from her childhood or what, but she's definitely struggling.
What to do? He's with my life. Yes, Mom, Yes, here, my mom wants to talk to you.
Oh, no.
Talk to my mom, Christian, please.
No.
Please talk to my mom. Look, Christian, Mom, put it on, it's on speakerphone.
Oh my god.
Do not hang up on my mom.
I don't see why we're having issues now. I know you've gone way above and beyond. And I know living with Maya, I'm sure it's not easy. But
Because your daughter sucks more than a vacuum. That's why. Dude's done. Like, why are you lecturing him when your ass should have went with her? Like, because oh my god. I'm trying to put myself in his shoes, but he's a friggin' saint in my eyes. He should have walked a long time ago. Granted, he could have stayed there and helped her, yada yada. But I don't think that's his problem. Like, it's hers. And she just has to do it herself, because he's not in this.
you could just cooperate a little bit longer, I don't see how it's going to hurt you, and it will benefit her. And as a person, wouldn't you help somebody on the street?
Nope. Nobody helped me when I was on the street. You gotta do it on your own.
I understand if you don't want to continue with the relationship, but if you could just get her through until she
I mean, they say no good deed goes unpunished, but I typically would help somebody like that. Like, I don't know. Everyone calls me stupid because I always, if I have a couple dollars, will give it to the guys on the corner. I know it's stupid. Half of them just buy liquor, whatever. But it makes me feel good to, like, try to help them. Or if, like, say they have a dog or something, I'll buy a bag of dog food for them. But it's, I don't know. This is a different situation. He's been there, and the relationship's been rocky forever.
her surgery date.
No. This is quite nice.
It's your fault. You've done this, Christian. Nobody else.
Maya, you need to be quiet.
You know what? Whatever.
I can't believe you're doing this to me, Christian!
Oh my god, your mom knows you suck.
I'm in total shock right now. I was on my way to the grocery store and I got a text from Christian that just said he was leaving. And his mom...
Oh, Christian said, I'll go get the milk. It never came back. Damn, that's tough. But I can't blame him. This was going so bad. Like, before, I think when I saw that clip, I felt like, oh, that's kind of like, he's so obviously checked out. I didn't understand why until I saw this whole episode. She's been friggin' on this guy nonstop. So I'm not shocked at all that he got up out of there.
Mom got him a bus ticket back and he's leaving tomorrow morning. So I just want to see him and talk to him. I don't know why he's doing this and tearing down everything we've been working hard for. I know we've been fighting a lot, but I never thought he'd go as far as abandon me.
But he straight up told you he didn't expect you to succeed. This guy was kind of like plotting on your downfall the whole time. He's like, haha, I'll call this surgeon, watch you fail, so at that point I can be like, look, I tried to help you and get out. I think he was probably checked out longer than that, so
I don't see how he could be serious or how he would be willing to ruin everything at this point. And I'm just trying not to freak out. But I'm completely heartbroken and devastated. Was not part of our plan. I don't know why he's chosen to do this. But
Is this a goodbye booty call? Like, is it one last hoorah type thing? Because you don't show up in a sweater for that. You just have nothing on underneath. Maybe she don't have undies on.
Still hoping that if we could just talk, we could work this out. And that he's not really serious about this. But I don't know where to begin or what to talk about.
I like their apartment.
I just can't believe this is happening. So you text me that you're leaving tomorrow.
Yes, I'm leaving tomorrow. I got the ticket.
And why are you choosing to leave before I got the surgery date, 2 weeks before rent's due, before any of my family members are here, and you're abandoning me? Why are you choosing to do all of that right now?
Are you going to take any accountability for anything from the Christian, you ruined everything? Or is it just all going to be him? Because okay, leaving before rent, probably like pretty shitty, right? Because he's been living there. But at the same time, he's like, all right, time for me to recoup some of this damn money that she just spent on Five Guys. Like, I'm up out of here. No.
Is your stuff packed?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing this?
Yep.
Why didn't you tell me?
I did.
No, you didn't. You told me in a text message when I was gone from the house.
That's kind of shitty. As a guy, you should at least talk to someone's face. The text message, like, sorry, not working out. That's kind of middle school stuff.
Why did you not tell me? Like,
because you scream.
Christian. 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 Please pay attention to our conversation.
In my head, I think he's just listening to na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Like, that's gotta be the song right now.
Christian. So we're gonna talk?
Not really.
You don't have that option. You don't have that luxury. This is part of our life.
Actually, I do.
No, you don't, Christian.
Yeah, I do.
Christian, stop. Christian, please. Christian, you owe me an explanation of what's going on.
What? Oh. He locked himself in the bathroom. That's where guys like to retreat to anyway. But he also had a tracksuit on. Like, this guy's ready to run out the door and go for a sprint the hell away from you. Where's Christian?
It's been a month since Christian left, and I've been trying to pick up the pieces of my life since then. I have not come to terms yet with the situation. It's still very fresh, and I have not been following my diet. It's just been too much for me, and I haven't been able to do it. At this point, it's been 2 months since I saw Dr. Now.
I mean, better he just break up with you than, like, try to cheat on you, because a lot of guys will go that route, where they try to find the next girl they're going to jump to. So at least he was kind of mature about it in that sense. Because a lot of guys will pull that card, or women. They'll look for a guy just to, like, evacuate to, while, like, dogging out the guy they're with. But she verbally was on this guy's back, on his head, 24/7.
But I'm not looking forward to getting on the scale and hearing what Dr. Now is going to say. And I haven't told him what's happened between me and Christian, because I haven't been able to get any of my family to come down yet to help me. My aunt said she's trying to come down, but I'm worried if he finds out, he'll say I can't do the program without support. I've given up everything to do this, so I can't lose this chance.
Maja?
At my last appointment, I was at 587. And Dr. Now wanted me to lose 50 pounds over the next month. But it's been 2 months, so...
Look, she's already messing up. Because when you weigh in at the weight doctor, you kick your damn shoes off so you lose a couple extra ounces. You empty your pockets, like, take off your damn scarf if she's wearing that. Like, every little bit counts. Especially when Dr. Now is, like, expecting you to drop a cool 50.
I'm not sure if that means he's expecting me to lose double that. But if it's just the 50 pounds, it would mean I would need to be at 537. But I doubt I did that.
Oh, shit. So it's right back to emotional eating, which doesn't shock me. People will go back to what they're used to when they're in, like, a moment of stress. So now I kind of feel for her, but at the end of the day, that's going to be your fault. You can't blame that on Christian.
I figured I was gaining again. So that's not much of a surprise. I don't think Dr. Now is going to be happy about it, though. But hopefully he'll be understanding of what I've been going through and won't be too mad.
He'll be pissed.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. But I'm concerned about you because you managed to gain 5 pounds this past month.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened?
Well, I've been emotionally eating.
I know.
Duh. Like, what have you been eating?
Notice Christian isn't here. Does that have something to do with all this?
Yes, he decided to leave me.
I'm very sorry to hear that. So you by yourself in Houston?
Yeah.
Well, I know this must be hard for you.
Yeah.
So how are you doing now?
Not very well.
What do you... I mean, Ray Charles could have seen that that guy was out of there.
Okay. So I take it you're still using food to cope.
Well, I wanted to feel better, so I went to sushi, and I went to pizza, and I went to pasta.
Did you not... Like, where didn't you friggin' go? Are you serious?
So did food fix your situation?
No.
So what's the point going back to what you know is hurting you when you have an opportunity to turn your life around?
There was none.
I know it's not easy to just say no to your old habits, but you do have other options every single time to make a choice not to give in. You can call us if you need our help, and we'll give it to you.
Okay.
You also have an option to make a choice that doesn't damage your health. So none of this is an acceptable excuse.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Feel sorry for yourself. Like, at the end of the day, like, that's gonna fall on you. Dr. Now is trying to help you, but it's all on you. So, I don't know. I mean, she complained a lot, but now I feel bad for her, because being alone in a city you're not used to has to kind of suck.
But I'm just so stupid.
Sure is.
As sorry as I am about what Maya is going through, my concern right now is that her crying has little to do with any regret over the choices she's making. It's similar to when you catch a kid with their hand in cookie jar. They may cry, but it is because they're upset about their situation and the consequences of their choices. But there is no regret over the actual choices that led them there. So right now, I don't see any evidence that Maya actually wants to change her behavior. All right, Maya, when you tell me you want to change, are you telling me the truth?
I do think she wants to change. It's just so easy to default back to your old, like, ways whenever you're going through something difficult. But like I always say, tough times don't last, tough people do. Just, this doesn't define you. Like, your failures don't define you. If they did, I'd be an ultimate screw up. But you're obviously going to have to change your ways.
All right, then I will give you one more chance, and I'm going to set you up to see a therapy, okay? To see if they can help you. Psychotherapy isn't going to take away all the pain and struggle of what you're going through right now. But if you tell me the truth and you're truly ready to change, then they can start to give you the tools to help you find healthier ways to cope. This is a process you're going to need to do anyway. But we'll start it now and see how you do. But if you don't start making the progress you need after this, then I'll know that you weren't really telling me the truth about wanting to change. You understand?
I mean, the best way to get over Christian is to do something with Lucifer. So, best way to get over somebody, get under somebody else. Get to it, Maya.
And
Yeah.
so this is your last chance, and your goal is still the same. Lose 50 pounds over the next month if you want to show me you're serious and ready to do this again. You have to decide if this is worth your life or not.
Okay.
If you need anything or you're struggling, call me, okay? I know you can do this. I have already seen what you're capable of, and so have you.
Yes.
All right, I'll see you in a month.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, she started out really well, which is almost shocking, because most people on the show just crash at first and then get it together, or just don't at all, but she knows what it takes, so she can do it.
Hopefully, Maya is telling me the truth about being ready to do what she needs. And we'll take this opportunity with therapy to start making better choices with ways to deal and cope with her emotions. But if she doesn't start doing what she needs to get back on track and continue to choose self-destructive ways, then there'll be nothing more we can do for her.
I'm thankful Dr. Now wants to help me get through this. But I still don't think he understands how hard this all is for me.
Yeah, breakups suck. But if anybody knows how to self-destruct, it's somebody who's gotten to that high of weight. I also have very self-destructive tendencies, so I could understand that, but it's just the nagging and all that kind of does it for me. Like, that's a lot for, I think, somebody who's looking for a support system to put on someone. Because you're looking for help, but you're just constantly, like, meh, 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 right in their ear.
And food is the only thing helping me hold it together without completely losing it and falling apart. I'm headed to my first appointment with the therapist Dr. Now wants me to start seeing. I'm not sure what to really expect, but my expectations are low. I have no problems doing this, and I actually think it'll be good to talk about how I feel. So I'm fine with doing this, but what I don't really see is how this is gonna—
Oh, no, you're not. That little glass chair? Lady, you are begging to get a shard in the ass. Like, what are you thinking? Oh my god, that's a stabbing hazard. Also, therapy, probably a good idea for her. She has a lot going on.
make much of a difference right now.
Oh, shit.
Hello, Maya.
Hi, I'm Maya.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Lola. Whenever you're ready, you can go right on in and have a seat anywhere you're comfortable.
Thank you.
Also, why does the My 600 Pound Life therapist have a glass chair? Like, what the hell are we doing? Trying to stab people in the ass? Come on.
Okay. So, Maya, it's so nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
So, tell me a little bit about where you're from.
Well, I'm from Portland, Oregon, born and raised. My family is Serbian, and I'm first-generation American.
What brings you in today?
Well, I moved to Texas to be a part of a weight loss program, and I moved down here with my spouse, partner, boyfriend, whatever.
And what's his name?
His name is Christian. And he just could not take the pressure, and he decided it would be best for him to go back home.
So
Was it the pressure, or was it your constant just on top of this dude? Because that's a lot of woman to be on top of you all the damn time. He probably was scared for his damn life.
Maya, what'd you feel like in the instant when Christian made the decision to leave you?
I felt annihilated and crushed that somebody I love would abandon me like that. And it did lead me to be depressed, and I did feed my depression with food. And then when
I was going to say she probably has abandonment issues because of everything that happened to her early on. And maybe that's got a lot to do with how she is. But I'm not a therapist. I'm a 5th grade peer mediator, so.
when I had a doctor's appointment, I gained weight.
So, Maya, it sounds like I'm hearing you say that following Christian's exit, you mindfully and willfully decided that you would engage in a binge. Okay. So, Maya, I'm interested to know, how would you describe your behavior in adult relationships?
There's a lot of moments where I'm not proud of the fact that I can be verbally abusive. And that stems.
Damn right. Did you guys see the way she snatched that purse at the start? I would have threw that sucker right out the window if she snatched it out of my hand like that.
I guess from my childhood.
So, Maya, when you were a child, how were you treated?
That's a lot to get into. I have a lot of issues with both of my parents. I hate my dad.
So hate is a pretty strong word. And so for you to have that distinction, where does that emotion come from in relation to your dad?
He would comment, "You're getting big," or it's like, "What is your grandma doing? All she does is feed you." And his time progresses, it's like, are you going to fit in a car? Are you, you know?
Well, I mean, you weren't taking care of bird feeding her, so she turned to food because you weren't much of a father. I mean, hurt people, so I feel like she's probably lashing out just from all that hurt. I'm not going to give her an excuse because of that, but I understand.
The questioning or the commentary from him was just
Brutal? Because it sounds brutal, and it's really damaging for anyone to be ridiculed about their weight, and it diminishes your self-worth. And so here's what I would suggest. You need to have a conversation, calmly and respectfully, where you tell your father how his maltreatment has impacted your life over the years, and outline for him the type of relationship that you desire moving forward.
I'm going to struggle with this because it's...
You think this lady hasn't told everybody how she feels? She never stops talking about it. She's all the time pissed off. But I get the feeling her dad probably just won't care at this point. Sad to say, but if he wasn't there and he was just kind of such a nasty, like, father figure, I don't think he would even listen to it.
It's like, what benefit would I have with this relationship?
And you don't have to know the answer to that question right now. What you want the conversation for is so that you can develop your self-esteem and develop a new way of saying, this is what I'm worth. Do you feel like that's something you can do? Yeah? Okay. So Maya, for homework, I would like to suggest thinking of ways to replace eating with doing something else to replenish your self-worth and build yourself. What are your thoughts about that?
I can handle that.
You can handle.
That's probably good advice. Maybe go back to the gym, but you moved away from Portland, so you're not going to have those same supportive ladies you had before. But there's something you could get into. I don't know. Just anything except for a fast food drive-thru. Just because Christian left. Like, that guy was way gone months ago.
Handle it.
I've always wanted to, like, give back to my community, you know.
So you want to be a volunteer? Maya, I think that's an excellent idea. So if it's something you've always wished for, you owe it to yourself to embark on that. Because that's the only way you're ever going to know peace, is if you learn to listen to your heart. Maya, I feel really encouraged.
Really?
Yeah, I feel really encouraged. You're going to be just fine.
I think therapy was probably the best thing for her. I don't think she ever found a way to release all of that, just anger, stress, anything. Because she just kept blowing up and blowing up and blowing up. So therapy, moving forward, probably great for that lady.
I'm really glad that you came to speak with me today.
Me too.
So, thank you.
Thank you. That was better than I thought it was going to be. She had a lot of good insights, but the path she basically describes is scary because I'd have to do things that I've never even considered. And to be honest, I'm just not sure I'm ready or capable of some of that right now.
That's the problem. You don't believe in yourself in the slightest. That's why you blame Christian when you failed. But it's all on you at the end of the day. Like, you can do it. You don't need anybody else. You got this. Just stop depending on other people for support. Start depending on yourself. Be strong with who you are.
But it was all very enlightening. And I do want to get to where I need and change the destructive patterns I know I have. I don't even know if I'm willing to do that right now.
I've been thinking about some of the things Lola and I talked about. And it's overwhelming because even though I'm open to the possibility of being able to change, the things I need to do to get there are too hard for me.
Oh my God, she gave up? Damn. I always say the only hole you can't dig yourself out of is the grave. And I mean that. Like, she was heavier than me at the start. But she absolutely could have turned it around. She was doing so good. It's crazy she lost 93 pounds in the first 2 months. Because the most I ever lost in a month is 35. So she was killing it. But all that just because a guy that wasn't even interested in you left? Who gives a damn? That guy's not worth you throwing away the rest of your life because you're upset. Or do you really just not want it?
And are things I've never even considered doing in my whole life. Because what Lola said leads to me having to talk to people who've hurt me in ways I've used food to deal with. And I've decided it would be too much for me because I'm not capable of that right now.
Oh my God.
It just may take time for me to get to a place where I can take some of these steps.
But I'll buy you a rubber boyfriend if you friggin' just start on your damn diet. Like, come on, lady, you were doing so good. What is going on? I can get you a battery-operated boyfriend right now. You don't need Christian. Come on.
So I've been thinking a lot about it. And I just need to focus on myself right now. And that means I decided I'm going to take a break from Dr. Now's program. I talked to Dr. Now, and he was not happy about it. But I'm going to keep working hard, and I told him I'm not going to give up. That's not what this means. I still...
Oh, she's at a birthday party? Well, there goes the birthday cake.
I want to lose the weight to save my life. I just know I can't do what's expected of me. And I need to find a way to get to that point. The first big step I'm taking is doing volunteer work.
Oh, nice.
Hi.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm thrilled to have you here.
Yeah.
You brought prizes. That's awesome. The kids love them. The prize basket.
Oh, well, that's nice. She's doing something for the kids. But why give up on yourself? Just because talking to people's hard? Like, I've seen you yell at a lot of people, lady. I think you can do it, but at least she's doing something positive, so I can't be too hard on her.
It's over here, and we can just kind of toss them in there.
The biggest thing Lola said that resonated with me is owing it to myself to listen to my heart about how I've always wanted to go do things that give back to the community I'm in. Lola said I can find peace by looking outside myself and doing stuff for others, and I want to do that.
I'd love to help blow up balloons and tie them.
Go for it. Here's Miss Trish.
Okay. Hi, Trish. I'm Maya. Nice to meet you.
So I've been volunteering.
I got fired from Party City for sucking too much helium out of those things and walking around singing. But man, I was like blowing up them balloons and just like I was friggin'. It was insane. I did it must have did it like 100 times a day. I was probably high on helium.
To help out at a lot of things in my area. And today I'm going to help a group that throws birthday parties for kids who are homeless. And I'm really excited about that. Because when I see other people's struggles, not only do mine feel smaller, but I also realize that I'm not as alone as I feel.
True.
So, this is your way, you said, of giving back?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just want to make kids happy, you know?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to have my own kids, but I can't.
Right.
And I've always wanted to do like fostering or something like that. But my spouse left me, so. So now I'm single.
Okay.
I could see myself adopting a kid if I don't end up having some of my own, just to try to give them that kind of opportunity. But at the same time, when you look at things in the grand scheme of things and you're sitting there thinking like, oh, like all this sucks, oh, me, and you think about everything else that's going wrong for other people, it really puts everything in perspective. So at least she's doing that currently.
In a way, we're all in this together, no matter what we're facing. So serving others like this has been an incredible and wonderful experience. And I feel like it's helped me in a lot of ways. But I know I still have a long ways to go before I'm ready to take other steps, like Lola said. I know I can get there. And I plan to as soon as possible. But right now, I need to focus on doing what I need on the inside. And I don't want to have to worry about whether I succeeded or failed. And if I'm going to have a good way in for Dr. Now or not. This isn't how I saw it in my head, my life, and where it was going. None.
Look, life very rarely goes the way you plan it. There's going to be all kinds of bumps and turns, but that's what makes you who you are. How many times are you going to fall down and get back up? And you've already been down once, so I saw you stand up. You can do it. Like, I know you can.
Of this turned out like I thought it would. Moving to Houston was not just to get my life back for me, but to have a future and a life with Christian. But that's not happening either. So none of this has turned out how I pictured it.
Thank you so much for having me, you guys. It was wonderful. Thank you again.
It was nice meeting you.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you coming.
Yes, it was wonderful.
What? She brought a couple gifts, tied 6 balloons just for the camera op, and she's out of there? What the whole... What? This is so rigged.
Well, thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
I know I have a long ways to go still. And I'm excited to see what the future holds for me. Even though it's not what I pictured it would be. But I'm ready to keep working as hard as I have to get to where I need. So I have to do this and make it there no matter what. So even though I decided that it's not right for me to be in Dr. Now's program at this point, this is not the end. I'm not gonna rest until I get there. But it just may take time to ultimately get there. But I am not gonna give up this whole process of losing weight. Because I know my whole life depends on it.
True, but it's a sprint, not a marathon at the end of the day. I don't know why you're giving up at this point, because you already showed that you had it in you to succeed. Granted, yes, Christian left. Oh well, Christian was out of the picture a long time ago. Buddy wanted nothing to do with you from the start. I was surprised when he held your hand or picked you up off the ground instead of just sitting there laughing at you. Because the way you were on him all the time, it just makes sense why he was that checked out. Before, I think I thought maybe like something was wrong with the way he was treating her. But now I see most of the time she was the verbally abusive one. Like, she was the one that was on him all the time. So, yes, she could lose weight. Is this what has to define you? Do you have to just give up? No. But I don't know why she decided that she was out of the program. She was doing good at the start. But, geez, man. This was a tough one. Because she started out good. But, alright, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Bye.